the mega popular band Westlife have stopped off here on the way to playing a huge gig at Wembley Arena tonight. They just happen to be the biggest selling arena tour act ever and the biggest vocal band in the world. Before they continue their snowy journey to Wembley, we'll talk to them here after this hit montage. And here we are, joined by Shane, Kian, Mark and Nikki. And, well, you know, what can I say except congratulations? Those are amazing statistics, aren't they? Sort of best-selling vocal band in the world and also, you know, best #1 arena band. What, you were all looking at that VT that we showed you there in arenas very, very carefully. Yeah. Is that how you assess your act?
Yeah. It's I don't really like looking back at myself anyway, if you know what I mean. I think loads of people are like that.
We're very critical of ourselves, especially on our tours. It's something that, you know, when we were growing up watching bands like Take That and Boyzone and Backstreet Boys, it's something that we always kind of said that was something we wanted to kind of achieve, to be as good as that, watching them bands. And, you know, it's something that we put an awful lot of thought and a lot of effort.
So the whole act, the whole stage act, the whole performance thing is very, very important to you. Not just the music, not just your voices.
Everything. I mean, we design everything from the stage to the lights, well, not the actual lights, but, you know, the ideas,
the rig,
to, you know, how are we going to get over the audience this year, how are we going to do this, how are we going to do that. It's all our ideas, sat down with the production manager and kind of...
So when you were, the viewers couldn't see you there, see, I was fascinated watching you. You were all absolutely focused on the screen, watching it, and I could tell you were ticking off things in your head. What did you see that you didn't like there? Did anyone see anything they thought went wrong?
Well, I suppose it's little things, you know. It's little dance routines, little you know, little licks on the end of songs, you know, or you know, little trills you might have done during the song. Or it's. I think as Keane pointed out, we are perfectionists, you know, and we do watch things and want it to be as good as can be.
So what's obviously that looked pretty damn perfect to me, but what's the worst thing that's happened on stage since you arrived, since you got big?
Shane fell off the stage.
I fell off the stage.
You fell off what?
Fell off the stage.
I fell off stage. We were doing it in the round tour about 3 years ago, where the stage was in the centre of the arena.
Yeah.
And we were running around and we were doing a medley piece, which was like a load of old songs together. We were just running around the stage and I just fell straight back in the drum kit, because the drum kit was underneath us. The musicians were in the holes kind of around the stage.
You just vanished.
And I fell down, the whole drum kit just went.
And
the drummer, Velroy, was just playing on a cymbal and a drum, trying to keep the beat going. And I was trying to lift up, and the crew were all over the place trying to get the drum kit up together. And it was funny, but it was near the end of a song, so we had a wee bit of a break after that for about a minute to get it ready again. But it was funny.
Who's your fan base now? Obviously it's massive, but I mean, what's the core of your what you call your main fans?
It's hard to know.
Good question. I mean, every time we do a tour, obviously the age group seems to be getting older. It seems to be a lot more kind of women versus kind of girls, if you like. A lot of couples, you see a lot of couples coming along, you know, singing along to the songs. Maybe one of the songs that we've done throughout the years is their song. Yeah. It's quite strange, but it's amazing. Like, I mean, even the other night just came back from Cork in Ireland. We just finished our tour in Ireland. And like we did like 13 shows in Ireland this year, which was amazing to us. Like, and you know, just to see the faces singing along, just everything. It's very moving.
I remember we interviewed you on This Morning, shortly after you set out, and you arrived securely. You were a good band to start with. I mean, you know, you weren't rocky to begin with, but you were very fresh and very young, and you still had your fan base to grow. And here you are, as Judy said, in almost every box you want to tick, you're the biggest. You're the biggest in the world. You've sold 34 million albums now?
Something like that.
Coming up to 35 million albums. How do you think that's happened? How have you gone from being quite a good, you know, sort of Irish stroke Brit band into a global success? Is it great management? Are you driven or what?
To a certain point you can sort of analyse it and kind of, you know, there's certain things like, you know, we got really lucky to get a really good record deal. We've got Simon Cowell behind us, we've got Louis Walsh behind us. We all want it very much.
When they're speaking.
But you know, there's also another side to it that we just can't explain. I mean, it's just gone really well. We kind of still have to pinch ourselves and stuff. You know, it's just sort of there's just a lot of it that you just will never understand. You just have to go, okay, that's the way it is, and we're very lucky.
What I also like about what you've done is you've really expanded your repertoire. A lot of people in the office said that one of the big records playing in their homes and their parents' homes and their kids' homes and whatever, this Christmas was your kind of a tribute to the Rat Pack.
Let us be frank.
Yeah. Let us be frank. So we've got a little clip of that, and it was, I don't know if it's your favourite album, but it was very good. And you look very confident. Let's have a look at this.
You're brilliant.
You really
enjoyed
that, didn't you?
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, that was very good fun, you know. We had done, like, you know, 5 albums, pop albums, if you like. Yeah. And it was just something different, you know, for the fans, for us.
I loved it.
Just spice it up a bit. And they're great songs, you know, and we feel we kind of did a decent job of it.
Do you think Sinatra could have done Westlife?
I don't think so. I think he would have done it.
I think he could have done
anything very well.
Yeah.
You want to find out? We can say.
Go on, go for it.
Say, Barry, I found this new song. What do you think we'd give it a shot? It might be a hit. You never know. Yeah? You want to give me a note? Everybody's looking for that something. One thing that makes it all complete. You'll find it in the strangest places. Places you never knew that it could be. Some find it in the face of their children. Some find it in their lovers' eyes. Who can deny the joy it brings when you've found that special thing? You're flying without wings. You know what, Barry? I don't think this is gonna be a hit. No, I think we'll just leave it for somebody else.
Very good.
You know, it worked, didn't it?
Absolutely.
It translated really well.
Yeah.
Go,
Well,
you
we
tell
have
them,
to, we have to give our thanks to Stephen Triffitt there, who's playing Frank Sinatra as the star of the Rat Pack musical,
to see that.
performing
It's very
in
good.
the Strand.
Yeah, it's
Strand
excellent.
Theatre
It's worth-
in West.
definitely
It's
worth
an
going to
excellent
see.
show, yeah.
Yeah.
Very,
Good,
very
isn't he?
good.
Isn't he
He's
brilliant?
really got Frank off to a tee.
If you actually,
amazing
if
to
you're
hear
in
other
the
people
crowd and
singing
you kind of
these songs
squint
like
your
that.
eyes a bit, you'd actually think it was him, you know. He just looks so like him on the stage
And
as well.
I've got to say, he sounds better than poor old Frank did in the final years. I know it was still a buzz to go and see the Frank Sinatra.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
He should have stopped earlier.
So how y'all doing without Brian then? Because that was last time we saw you actually.
Yeah.
You were
That-
5 last
The,
time.
the last time, actually, you were saying record it
You
now, so when
cursed
he
us.
split up.
I'm leaving, yeah.
Because
we
about
said-
a month later he left, I think.
Well, we said one day you guys are going to split up, so can you just announce it now? We'll record it and then we'll play it out when it happens. And Brian said it. He said, well, I've got to say, yeah, I'm leaving the band. And he did.
Yeah.
But it came as a stunning blow to you
It
guys,
did.
didn't
It was, you know, we were 5 kids starting off in Ireland, you know,
Yeah.
and I think when, you know, everything happened so quickly, and the good thing the 5 of us always had, we were very close to each other, you know, like a family and like a football team, you know, we go out
Yeah.
on stage together and we always put 100% in, all that.
Yeah.
And then for somebody to turn around and say, look lads, I'm not, you know, I can't do it anymore, you know, I was married obviously and kids, and he wanted
Yeah.
to spend time at home, and it was a big blow to us, and we tried everything to keep him there, you know, we had meetings in my house in Dublin for about 3 or 4 days, and you know we offered to go to council at one stage, you know, just to try anything with him. But
No,
it wasn't to be. He wanted to go, and I think in hindsight now, looking back on it, I think it was the best decision probably for everybody because, you know, we kind of threw everything then into our workload. We knew that it was that fickle; it could end that quickly.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of pull together even tighter than we were and make that upcoming tour, which is the clip you showed, you know, as good or even better than it.
So have you
could have been.
rearranged, you must have rearranged the singing sort of combo a little bit, and
Just
the
split 'em
harmonies
up
and
and
stuff?
shared them all out.
Just share them more.
Shared it up a bit more, yeah, and stuff like that, and you know, for
About
harmonies.
time, by the way. Yeah.
But I know it's been good actually. It's turned out really well.
Yeah. Well, listen,
Great.
you're looking great, Nick, as well.
Thank you very much.
And
Said yourselves.
is it 3 nights at Wembley?
2 nights
Two
tomorrow
nights
night
at
and
Wembley.
tonight.
Tomorrow.
It's actually at the Wembley
Yeah.
Pavilion, in case people are
The Wembley
confused.
Pavilion,
because,
right,
yeah,
okay.
it's just a
Yeah,
new
they're
thing
doing
that's opened
Wembley
up.
up, so.
They're doing Wembley Arena up.
Like
So.
a huge tent.
But we're looking forward to it because tonight is the start of our UK tour. Yeah, we've done Ireland now, so we're over in the UK, and we've got we're in Manchester at the weekend, and we've got Brighton, Nottingham, Glasgow, Sheffield.
You work
Birmingham,
hard, you
everywhere
guys,
to do,
don't
yeah.
you?
Everywhere. For the next 4 weeks, we're touring all over the UK.
You know, the harder you work, the luckier you seem to get.
Well, we keep
Keep
doing
it that
so.
way.
Let's keep doing it so.
And it's
Yeah.
great you've not changed, other than getting a bit older and a bit wiser. You know? Yeah, you're still really nice guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck
Thank you.
tonight. Good luck at Wembley.
Good luck,
Is it a sellout? Is it worth people turning up, or is it?
Tonight, no.
Tomorrow night, there's about 300 or 400 tickets left. I think,
Okay,
so.
3 or 4 tickets left. You want to go tomorrow? Wembley Pavilion.
Yes, just beside Wembley.
Okay. Right.